So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. A deep ball for Gurley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. They may have thrown the interception. Obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And a little floater there is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Larry Fitzgerald.
First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they
Okay.
6.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the
Okay,
field
now
goal,
anything you
here's
say is really
Gonzalez to
important.
kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
But don't worry, this is not going to happen again.
The Atlanta offense
we're gonna put a stop
out
to
there for
this.
their next drive.
Oh,
And it's
really?
been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit.
You
Like,
think
hey,
I was
did
going
you
to catch it?
practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nah, I just don't have faith in him.
Oh, well, I've beat several people with
2nd and
it.
11.
I don't know how I did it, but I did. I usually play with, like I said, I don't know what was going on with the Ravens. I usually play with them. I usually kill people. You son of a...
Ryan is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this will
Yes,
be
sir.
incomplete.
That will not be called.
Physical play on the football there.
I don't care what I got to do. If I got to pull it at
Great
you,
analysis,
that's
no
not gonna be
jokes,
called.
partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Oh, you.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside
How
the
did I
30.
miss
That
you?
one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside,
Shut. I know,
the quarterback
Keith.
pulling
I
it,
know.
keeping it,
That
not only getting to
was
the
a
second
sarcasm
level,
question.
but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Murray now on 1st down. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I guarantee Uncle Michael and said something crazy.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Shut up. Shut up.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
I'm coming back.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Isaiah Simmons.
Probably not. Because I'm afraid if I try that again, it might not be pretty.
No place for him to go. A nice job there.
No,
only giving up a 3-yard gain.
you probably would have blue rushed.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Shut up.
Falcons, nothing.
Until I score, I'm not doing good. Because I'm down 10
Cards
now.
going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
Are you kidding me?
They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion.
Do I need to go for this?
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
This is fine. I'm probably going to regret this.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan.
It's worth a try.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 20.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Oh, man, come on.
On 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 14.
That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front,
can you hear me?
It's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
All right, so that's how I try. I just had to remember because this is the first one I used.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Fitzgerald.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, check, mark 54, mark 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Are you trying to make a point?
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
You wasn't listening? Boy, tell it to somebody else that don't know you. You was straight up listening. I saw that. You see how quickly I changed that play.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I'm not trying to let you.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Pick up on the play of
a big-time play there by the Cardinals. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Not to mention.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah. So this game is live.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line,
like anybody can watch this game all the way
they
until
built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Where the hell did he
Here's
come?
what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You think you're fine?
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll go
And he still fucking caught it.
Getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him. As I
You're no
see
longer
it.
my favorite
And the
cousin.
truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play in the football.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think you shouldn't catch any more balls tonight.
To throw again, Murray. That's
Where
going to
the
be
fuck
caught.
did he come from?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, 29 yards. And the Cardinals add on.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by one more. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
My problem is he feel like he's playing with Baltimore.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
Dallas Cowboys.
And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
When am I going to see your ugly stuff again?
Third and 5.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive,
Are you
and
really
at the
playing
line, the Cardinal
Miles?
offense.
What
Last
play you
time
should
out,
play?
another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Oh, no.
Edmonds
no.
running out of the shotgun. And he'll take this
I
forward
saw
only
it
up
the
to
last
about the
minute.
7. Just a yard there, so it brings
That
up
could
a
have
tough
been
third
95
and 12.
yards touchdown.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This
Especially
guy's nimble
defense always
and
in.
quick.
Ooh.
More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone
It seems like all I can do is
points
run.
on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Intended for
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this will be brought back to the 22. Their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown.
Thank you for calling in. My name is James. How may I help you?
Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
All right, give me 1
It's complete to
second
Drake. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches. And his guys are going to go for it. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
It does feel like there is an outage right there. I found other people calling. Give me 1 second, okay? Let's record it for you, okay?
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
Yes, sir.
And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first and goal, Drake.
It's over.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Do you know if you participate in our out touchdown run?
And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Byron Murphy, the first pick in the second round there defensively.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's going on.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 20-yard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Go home.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And I think the military is screwed
After the turnover, here's Murray. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
To Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Cardinals 53, Falcons nothing.
Do you have to repeat it, commentator?
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by the length of the football for a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Don't use it.
Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third and 10. Again, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Murray's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 5.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
6-yard line.
You know, I just want you to know I really dislike you.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ted McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Third down.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and
It was
long.
2 sacks versus 53 points on the board. 2-0.
From the gun, Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and long.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Back to throw it, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted, still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Yeah, Kim and
Ryan.
Then our cousin.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Still recording.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000,
you made me upset, and then on top of it, your best friend had to go home.
Hall.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Okay, you can how you want to.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tack McKinley bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring.